Hi guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is gonna be so fun. And it's gonna be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network this lovely Thursday night. Got a special presentation here tonight. It's the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 edition with the SARA and Can-Am Racing Series leagues. They'll be doing a little bit of street stocks and a late model race coming up a little bit later tonight. Definitely a lot of race action coming your way, folks. Stay tuned as we're going to go to the playing of the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get this baby underway. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network this lovely Thursday night. Got a little bit of dirt racing coming your way here tonight at Eldora Speedway. It's the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 with the SARA and Can-Am Racing Series. Both these leagues are going to be taking on this track tonight in the street stocks and the super late models, or just late models, I believe, coming up later tonight. So it is going to be a great night of racing. And we're going to get you a little bit of interviews now here. Going to bring in both league administrators for the both SARA and the Can-Am. Matt Rolfe from SARA and Greg Netherwood from the Can-Am Racing Series. Both these we've had on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network before. Gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
So far, so good. Can't complain.
Well, we got some dirt racing here tonight. And what is your thoughts on Eldora, let alone seeing the street stocks battle it out here first?
Well, I guess I'll start. A couple years ago, SARA and Can-Am ran an all-star race against each other, taking the best drivers from both leagues, and we had a pretty good event, and we're happy with it. And so it's been a little while since we had a combo event, and when Dirt came out, we were pretty quick on starting to plan this out and get this Mudsummer Meltdown put together. Just, we knew we were going to run the late models for the main event here, and we wanted to add in a support division as well. We both kind of have been running a little bit of the street stocks here and there, so we thought that'd be a good fit here for tonight. So this should be a good race to kind of kick things off before the big event starts here a little while later.
Yeah, I'll piggyback on Matt there. It's funny when they first announced back on April 1st last year that Dirt was in the pipeline, and I kid you not, within a couple hours we were already planning this whole thing. And the last 6 months we've really jumped feet first into it, and it's come to fruition, and it's been really fun this week. It's been amazing with the amount of drivers that have come out, both in street stocks and late models, with the prizes and everything we got going on. So after what we did back in 2013, it's seen a logical progression to go into Dirt, and it's worked out amazingly.
Well, definitely looking for a great battle here tonight with the street stocks and the late models as well coming up. Do you guys have a particular favorite on Dirt, a favorite vehicle?
I know we've both been running this Pro Late model, and that's kind of been our premier division on Dirt so far. This past season, I think, Greg can correct me if I'm wrong after, but I think we're both moving up to the Dirt Super Late model for next season, so we'll see how that goes. But so far, this has been at least my favorite car. At SARA, we also ran the non-wing sprint car, and I am not very good at that car at all, but we had some really good racing in that division too. But this one's my favorite out of the two.
We ran the Pro. We really love the Pro, but like Matt said, the Super that's my favorite by far. I can't get enough of the Super and the throttle control that goes into it. The Pro late models tend to be at these bigger tracks, hammer down, whereas with the Supers you have to at least have a little bit of driver into it. So I'm excited for that, especially with Lanier and those shorter tracks coming up.
All right. Well, gentlemen, appreciate your time here tonight. Looking forward to some great racing ahead. Best of luck to you both.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, as we're getting ready to get underway here tonight, again, interview there with Greg Netherwood from the Can-Am Racing Series and Matt Rawl from the Semi-Auto Racing Association. Both those guys out here doing an excellent job putting on this Mudsummer Meltdown 2017. Here's a look at your sponsors for tonight. We got some Wide 5 Motorsports Customs, Loco Toco Designs, and Peristar Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. These are your sponsors here for tonight's event. And again, we will have the late models coming up after this, so a double feature for you tonight. Not only do you get to see the street stocks on Dirt, but you're going to see some late model action as well. And as we wind down, the time here got less than about 3 minutes remaining. Let's take a look at the race information here at Eldora Speedway. Just under a half mile, 0.44 if you want to get exact with it, out in Rossburg, Ohio. Air temperature tonight, 80 degrees with 51% humidity. Partly cloudy and an 80-degree track temperature. And, of course, everybody's ready to go sliding through this dirt, a newest edition on iRacing. And you see from the videos we've shown, a rally is also coming into the works. So it's always nice to see that. But if you haven't done so already, throughout our broadcast, RaceEra.com is where you can find the Semi-Auto Racing Association and the Can-Am Racing Series as well. You look them up on Facebook, Can-Am Racing Series. A lot of great things between both these leagues if you're looking for some great leagues to race in, folks. And we should be getting about close to the 2-minute warning. And we should hopefully see race control calling them in. A lot of great cars out there tonight. A lot of people, and as always, have lots and lots of competitors. Have to narrow the field down to around 30 is typically the cutoff point. You're going to see guys out there like Clay Snyder, Darrell Hamlin, Kenneth Drake, Dave Bodio, Jared Turnbull. Some of the names that you've seen in both the Can-Am and the SARA League broadcasts before here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. And if you have a favorite driver, give them a shout out in the chat. They'd love to go back and watch this and see the comments, especially out there on Facebook, folks. Drivers know that they got fans out there watching. And I think they're going to allow this one to run out as we're just under 1 minute remaining, and we'll be set to get underway for tonight's first event. And that is the Dirt Street Stocks. The Dirt Pro late models will be coming up just a little bit later, as mentioned before. And while we are watching, just want to give a quick word about Hurricane Harvey and the recovering people out there in Texas. Just thoughts and prayers go out to those folks out there for a speedy recovery, and hopefully the damage isn't too detrimental for a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people out there suffering tonight. So while you're watching this broadcast, folks, make sure you put them in your thoughts and prayers for all the folks down there in Houston area, in Texas, enduring out the aftermath of that hurricane that just came not too long ago. Looks like time has run out. We are ready to go racing here at Eldora. Go ahead and get you down to the starting grid and get you your starting lineup tonight here. I believe the drivers have already qualified. So as we go down, let's go ahead and get you your starting lineup for tonight's race. So here is what your starting lineup looks like tonight. Justin Wilson, the number 58 machine, will start in the pole position. To his outside, he'll have Jared Turnbull, Dave Bodio, Ty Spearman in row number 2. Rounding out the top 5, inside of row number 3 is going to be the 33 of Josh Cotton. The number 11 of Kenneth Drake will be to the outside. Matt Rolfe, Clay Snyder, row number 4. Row 5 will be Jason Games. And Aaron Deffler, excuse me, let's get that name correct. Moving on back as we take a look, Derek Robinson, Mike King, Dante Curtis, Darrell Hamlin, Chris Hone, Bruce Perry, Greg Netherwood, Matthew Eddy, Steve Colsey, Justin Thompson, Michael Redding, Trevor Williams, Gabe Wood, and Shane James as the Pyrotechnics get up as the cars take their way to the track. This is your Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 with the SARA and Can-Am Racing Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get underway. They come through for one final pass. It will be on. Next lap around, we'll see the green flag. Ready to get underway. Into the backstretch. On behalf of the Can-Am Racing Series, Sim-Auto Racing Series, iRacing.com, and the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network, I am Dustin Caldwell, and we are ready to go racing here at Eldora. Pace truck will find its way to the pits. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flies. We're underway. And a caution flag is going to come out quick. Looks like there was a little hiccup there with the 44. Gardens coming off of pit road, and the number 5 of Matt Rolfe. He's going to see the inside wall. We'll go back and try to show you a quick replay here of that, folks. Here is the initial green flag, 3 wide action heading into turn number 1, and looks like the 92 of Spearman is going to get the back of Rolfe, spinning them out right in turn number 2, and that's going to bring out your first caution flag on the night. So Justin Wilson still in front of the field. That is your race leader behind the pace truck. Dave Bodio back there in second. Number 58 of Wilson. Not running a sponsor, but he's running that Cole Trickle Days of Thunder themed car. Number 16 of Bodio back there behind him. Untamed is the sponsor on his machine. Back in third, Jared Turnbull, the number 30 car. Back there running the Acme Anvil machine. So they'll begin bunching them up here, ready to go back racing into lap number 4 of tonight's 85-lap feature here at Eldora. Folks, we're glad you joined us. Whether you're getting us out there on Facebook or YouTube, glad you could watch with us here tonight. Beautiful night out here in Rossburg, Ohio. Let's see what Justin Wilson has got, taking us back to green as the pace truck will look to find its way into the pits this time by. There it goes. Here we go. Off of turn 4, green flag flies. We're back to the race. And they slide through turns 1 and 2. Wilson comes off the second turn in the low slot. Bodio up high. Here comes Turnbull. He's going to look underneath, and Bodio underneath. A little bit of battling side by side off of turn 4. Second caution flag comes out as they head into lap number 6. And Ty Spearman may have been involved in this one, and a lot of, looks like some engine smoke coming off the 93 car of Ms. Colsey. Like he might have got hung up a little bit. Let's go back and take a look. And there he was, spun around, turned around. And Steve Miscolzi involved in that one will bring out tonight's second caution flag here at Eldora for the street stocks. So still carrying a little bit of damage there on the car. Still in running condition. Lights still on the pace truck as they come off the 4th turn. Your leader, the number 58 of Justin Wilson, has been in front. Total of now 7 laps led as they head into lap number 8. He's led them all, folks. Lights appear to be off the pace truck as they head into the backstretch. It's going to be lap number 9 when we see the green flag. Here's a quick look at your top 5. Wilson, Bodio, Turnbull, Cotton, and Drake. As they fire their cars into turn number 3, we're ready to get back under green. Pace truck, dive for pit road. Here we go. Off the 4th turn on the throttle. Green flag flies. We're back to the race. And Wilson with a nice lead is going to go low out of 2. Bodio up high. Turnbull looks right behind Bodio as they fire through the backstretch, looking to slide him into that 3rd turn. Bodio's right there with Wilson. Take a look at that 58 machine firing down the front stretch. Still continues to run the low line. Bodio's going to go up high. Turnbull into the wall at turn number 1. That's going to slow him up just a little bit. And we may have a battle as Josh Cotton's going to look to the inside. Here he comes, Josh Cotton, the number 33, to the inside of Turnbull. The battle for second rages on into lap number 11. Wilson still up front, Bodio on the high side as they go through turn number 2. He's going to look for a crossover in 3. Bodio's going to try to make a move. Wilson is going to fight back off the 4th turn. Here they come into the front stretch, and Wilson will hang on to the race lead by a nose. Dave Bodio's ready to fire back, though. Out of turn number 2 they go again, and Wilson's going to take the direct shot into the 3rd turn. Continuing to fight up front. Dave Bodio looking to the high side. Wilson still continues to lead as they head into lap number 13. 3rd caution flag is going to come out. And the number 9 of Justin Thompson in that Mega Plumbing Machine, a sponsor on that car, was involved in this one. Let's go back and take a look. As we bring back the replay cam for you, here is a look at Justin Thompson involved in this caution as he heads into turns 1 and 2. Right underneath him is the 88 of Matthew Eddy. And ouch, right into the side of Matt Rolfe. Driver's side hit, too. And that may be all she wrote for that Chevrolet, as Thompson definitely will need a tow back to pit road. And still seeing him sit down there. It has been a Cole Trickle-esque show here for the 58 of Justin Wilson in the first 15 laps of this race. Staying up front, but Dave Bodio has been a solid competitor. We'll see if he's got what it takes to be able to get around him. He had him almost off the fourth turn. We're ready to get back green on lap number 16. Jared Turnbull, Kenneth Drake in fourth. Aaron Deffler back in fifth position. Here we go. Pace truck into the pits. Wilson to get on the throttle. Green flag flies. And Turnbull with a beautiful slide. He's going to make contact with the 11 of Drake, and they both get hung up. Oh, and a little hit at the end. And that is going to bring out another caution flag. Jared Turnbull trying to thread the needle there in 1 and 2. Did not work out the way he thought. Let's go back and take a look. So here's the restart. Keeping an eye on this guy right here, Jared Turnbull. And right there, right into the side of Kenneth Drake. A couple other cars trying to avoid the wreck are going to hit the wall in the backstretch. Still the damage right there on Jared Turnbull's machine, as he's going to be relegated to the back of the field for causing this caution. Little shame there, but will we see this car climb back up into a possible top 10 finish here at Eldora? We'll find out. And again, folks, appreciate you tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network for our coverage of the Mudsummer Meltdown here at Eldora Speedway this Thursday night. About 20 laps soon to be complete. Lights off the pace truck. We're going to be at lap 20 when we see that green flag, and Justin Wilson has led them all. Can Dave Bodio get there, though? We'll find out if that number 16 machine's got what he takes to get around the 58. Here we go. Into turn number 4. Pace truck dives off for pit road. On towards the front stretch. Here they go on the throttle. Green flag flies. We're back to the race. And Deffler is going to look up to the high side. Bodio right there behind Wilson. The battle continues on through the backstretch. Derek Robinson is going to look to the inside of the 33 of Josh Cotton. Cotton up to the high side in fourth. Nice little battle through the front stretch. We continue to see the 69 of Robinson underneath the 33 of Cotton. Bodio, though, is making his way up towards Wilson as they head into the third turn. He's going to look to the inside. Battle up front for the lead. Oh, Wilson tags the wall. Opportunity knocks for the 16 of Bodio. And the 41 of Deffler back in third, trying to catch up. Oh, Robinson and Cotton having a little bit of battle there. Cotton is going to fall back to sixth position. The 04, that is Mike King now up in the mix. And Josh Cotton having a little bit of trouble on his car. Trying to stay loose enough to slide it around, and unfortunately it's sticking a little bit for him. Jumping back up front, how about this battle for the lead? Wilson and Bodio going at it into lap number 24. Down the backstretch into the third turn. Here comes Bodio to the low side, sliding up in front of Wilson. Wilson gets around him and will hold on to the race lead. What a battle. 3 cars going at it. And Wilson had his nose in front of them all. Will hang on to the race lead. And right there, that guy right there, Aaron Deffler. Wow. Got up into the mix to make it a 3-car battle for the race lead at the time of the caution coming out. And Greg Netherwood having some issues there on his car, kind of going up against the wall. Let's go back and take a look. And right there, Greg Netherwood, a little bit of issues on his car, some front end damage. How about that? And folks, if we haven't done so already, we got to tell you tonight's cameras, these beautiful cameras, Dirt Vision-esque cameras, brought to you in part by Doug Beard. Out there, does an excellent job. If you ever watch the GSRC network, the Global Sim Racing channel, friends over there, they utilize Dougie Beard's cameras all the time, and this guy puts a very beautiful package of cameras for you. It's available to be able to bring these quality shots to you. We just want to give him a shout out here tonight and the great work that he does. Again, we thank all viewers out there on Facebook and YouTube tonight. Tonight's sponsors: White 5 Motorsports Customs, Loco Toco Designs, Perry Heating and Cooling. Here, part of the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 at Eldora Speedway. Little double file action restart this time, ready to go back green on lap number 29. Let's see what happens here. Bodio to the outside of Wilson. Pace truck dives off. Here we go. On the throttle, green flag flies. We're back to the race. And they slide 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And to the inside, Deffler's going to look to make it a 3-car battle yet again. Wilson to the high side, Bodio the inside, and on the low slide is Aaron Deffler. Now we see somebody else. That is Clay Snyder looking to make an appearance up into the top 4. The number 3 machine up to the high side. Wilson, Bodio, Snyder, and Deffler are your front 4 as they head into turn number 3. Bodio's looking to the inside. Wilson has the outside momentum. Is going to carry it at the start-finish line. This one could be a battle right yet, folks. Clay Snyder is making his way up front. What is going to happen? Clay Snyder now battles side by side with Deffler. Bodio may have the race lead this time. What a battle right at the line. Dave Bodio, how about that? Not quite able to get it. Justin Wilson still holds on for 31 laps led tonight. They continue to fight through turns 3 and 4, side by side off the 4th turn. And will we see a lead change? And Wilson was not able to hold off Bodio, and Bodio will have a lap led tonight. The number 16 was able to outrace the 58 at the line. And Snyder sliding up to the high side, trying to get some outside momentum. Getting up towards Bodio. Wilson goes by to the outside to reclaim the race lead into lap number 34. That is 32 for the 58 tonight. And Snyder right there behind Bodio. Bodio to the inside of Wilson. A little side-by-side battle off the 4th turn. They're going to make a little bit of contact. Here they come to the front stretch at the line. Wilson still leads. And Bodio's going to claim the outside, trying to get some momentum. Here they go into the 3rd turn. And the slide up, and Bodio with a crossover move. Not quite going to get there, though. Wilson keeps the lead. Snyder, though, creeping up from behind on Bodio. Deffler back there, and whoa, Mike King into the wall. What a save by the 04 machine, but something has gone wrong on his car. He's going to fall back outside the top 10 pretty quick. Into lap number 37 as we see the 58 of Justin Wilson. running that Cold Trickle themed paint scheme here on his car tonight at City Chevrolet. Here he comes across that start-finish line. That is 36 laps led now. Dave Budio back in second. Here's a look at your top 5 in the bottom left-hand corner. Clay Snyder, Aaron Deffler, Derek Robinson, the top 5.
Right,
Caution flag's going to come out on lap number 38. And this may be Trevor Williams involved in this one, not quite sure. A couple other cars moving around the track. So here is a look at your race summary, folks. Your leader, Justin Wilson, 39 laps complete, 2 lead changes, and 6 total cautions. And they'll bunch them back up for some double file restart action. Lights come off the pace truck. What a battle it has been between Dave Bodio to the outside and Justin Wilson. Don't rule out the number 3 of Clay Snyder, but also Aaron Deffler is quite the competitor. That is your front 4 going back to green on lap 42. Here we go. Pace truck will find pit road this time by.
Green flag.
Green flag flies. We're back to the race. And Wilson will carry the lead out of turn number 2. And Deffler very, very sly there to avoid contact with Bodio. And how about this near 3 wide action? As they fire off the 4th turn, Clay Snyder to the inside. And Bodio Wilson are going to go at it out of turn number 2, nearly making contact. And Bodio has got the race lead, 2 laps led on the night. Through turns 3 and 4. Deffler to the high side, Snyder to the inside in the battle for 3rd. And Wilson will come back out of turn number 2. Just a half a car length behind the 16 of Bodio. And taking a look at the 0-3 now of Dante Curtis, making his appearance in the top 5 tonight. He's been battling near 3 wide action to the high side. Matt Rolfe there right to the inside of him. And Bodio into the wall. They caught a break there. I don't know if something happened on his car, but with the caution flag coming out, he's going to maintain the race lead. How about that? We got another lead change on the night as we're getting into the back half of this street stock feature. And again, folks, coming up after this, we are going to have a pro late model race. I believe that's going to be about 135 laps. Glad you could join us this Thursday night. Normally, our Thursday night slot does go to SARA. The Semi-Auto Racing Association was running their Button Box Shop Super Series as season come to an end in the One Up Motorsports guys. Christian Challoner and Adam Benefield, top 2 in points. We'll look to defend that coming up this fall in about 3 weeks. Be back in action here. And once the race season winds down here with my home track, be seeing more broadcasting action throughout the week again in the winter months. Lights come off the pace truck. We're ready to get back at it. Got somebody out there in YouTube chat saying they're vouching for the 3 cars going to do it. We'll find out. Here we go. Pace truck into the pits. Ready to get on throttle.
Green flag.
Green flag flies, and there goes Bodio. Deffler to the inside, Wilson to the high side, Clay Snyder back and forth. Battling right there with Dante Curtis, a little side-by-side action as they slide into 3. And it looks like Deffler's losing just a little bit on that inside groove as Wilson screams by to the outside. Out of turn number 2, here comes Bodio. The Untamed Motorsport car. Right there, Clay Snyder, the T4X chassis machine, right behind him in 4th position. Nice little 4-car battle up front. Another caution flag comes out. And the 112 of Bruce Perry with a lot of front end damage. Let's go back and take a look. Bruce Perry with a lot of front end damage, and right there, wow, the 85 machine of Chris Hone is going to be what they call turtle mode right there in turn number 2. Wheel side up. Got to bring that one to you. Let's go back. And right there, the 85 is going to snap right off up into the wall and gets tripped. Tough break there for Chris Hone. And he'll be down on pit road. Doubled up, ready to go back green on lap number 55. It's the double nickel. Bodio, your race leader. Wilson to the outside. Deffler and Snyder, your front 4. Here we go. Pace truck to see the pits. Ready to dive off. There it goes. They're ready to get on the throttle. Here they come. Green flag flies. Out at turn number 2. The 16 of Dave Bodio leads them into the 3rd. Wilson to the outside. Deffler side by side with him. Here they come off of 4. Snyder looking on back from 4th position. Curtis back there behind him. And they continue, and Wilson sneaks by Deffler, holding on to 2nd into the 3rd turn. He's trying to work something. Looks to the outside to get some momentum. Right here on Bodio, through the front stretch into lap 57. It's a 4-car battle for the race lead. Taking a look up to the high cam as we see the battle continue on. Looking to the low groove this time. Wilson is going to try to edge out Bodio, but Bodio will have the outside momentum. Holds on to the race lead, 17 laps led, and here comes Aaron Deffler. He's going to get snapped up there in the cushion, nearly hitting the wall a couple of times. Clay Snyder's going to look back. Snyder's going to look to the inside of Deffler. Right behind Snyder is Derek Robinson. Continuing to fight into lap number 59. Clay Snyder looking to do battle here. He's looking to the low groove. Curtis into the wall as he gets bit off the cushion. And Snyder has lost a little bit of momentum. Here comes Bodio. 15 laps to go. What is going to happen in these final 15? Can Wilson reclaim the race lead? He's got 40 laps led tonight. The other 20 have gone to the guy that's right in front of him. Defler back in third. And looking to the inside. Derek Robinson's going to slide up. Defler right underneath him. A little side-by-side battle for third. Some nice racing taking place here when we're under green. And Robinson to the outside, fires away. Takes back third position and his hopes to get up there in the battle with the fast two guys up front. Wilson still trails Bodio through the backstretch here on lap 63. Here they come off the fourth turn. Dave Bodio now claims 23 laps led on the night. Up in to the high side. Derek Robinson trying to run him down. He slides way too high up the track. Regains some momentum. He's closing it though. It'll be 10 laps to go the next time by. Robinson looking to close in on Wilson. Does he have enough to challenge Bodio? Here we go. 10 laps remain at Eldora. And Robinson underneath. Oh, Wilson gets snapped up into the wall. He's going to carry the wall. Robinson goes around, now takes over second. Here comes Wilson underneath. Laps are running out. What's going to happen? Robinson fires through the front stretch. Oh, an inside slide move. Bodio underneath. Little crisscross action out of two. Derek Robinson has the lead by a nose into three. What is going to happen? Oh, he's going to snap. They make contact. Bodio continues on. Robinson fights back hard. Wilson makes it a three-car battle into one. Oh, and around.
All right, man, caution is out.
Wilson. Snyder's going to tag Wilson. I know I said 10 laps to go. I meant 20, folks. I apologize. My math is just a little bit off. Thank you, Mucinex. As you can tell, I probably have a little bit of stuffed up congestion right now. I look up there. I'm all in the moment. I look up, and it's like, oh, 20 laps to go, not 10. But what a battle we have had. Clay Snyder tagged the side, and Wilson, let's go back and take a look at it real quick. Derek Robinson was fighting for the race lead, and right there's the contact. See if we can bring it just the back a little bit. So we go back and take a look here. Robinson was fighting with Bodio for the race lead, and Wilson is going to get caught up with him. There's the contact. Bodio goes low, and Wilson comes right up underneath Robinson. Here's the three-car battle for the race lead. Robinson tags Bodio, comes down right in front over top of Wilson, and Snyder tags Wilson hard. Ready to get back underway, lap number 72. And again, this is the Street Stocks, one of two features here tonight, the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 at Eldora Speedway. Dave Bodio looking like he might have enough to take it all the way. Here we go. He's on the throttle. Green flag flies. We're back to the race. And Defler cannot turn the car. It's not turning. Bodio has got a sizable lead. Matt Rolfe back in second. Dante Curtis to the low side. Curtis trying to get around Rolfe. And a little bit of congestion there. And Curtis is going to see the wall hard out of that one. go back and take a look. Again, we're going to follow Dante Curtis. Looked like the 00 machine of Gabe Wood. Got up into the side of a car there, heading into turn one. A little bit of contact, and then ends up turning Dante Curtis. Everybody getting involved there in a 5-6 car pile up. Ouch. So a lot of cars down there on pit road tonight in the all-out brawl. I said it once earlier, folks, but we're coming to 10 laps to go the next time by. Matt Rolfe trying to put an upset on Dave Bodio, a guy who's led the last 34 laps. The only other race leaders back in fourth position, and that is Justin Wilson, the number 58. So the lights will be off the pace truck this time by. Number 5 of Matt Rolfe out there. RaceSarah.com, the sponsor on his car. Matthew Eddy tonight up in the top 5. Father raced in the ASA series. Very successful career. Son out there tonight in the top 5 in dirt. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flies. We're back to the race with 10 remaining. How about 9? And bumping and bruising, Wilson is going to get into it with Eddie. Bodio has got a nice sizable lead, about a half a second lead. Michael Redding into the mix now, the number 91 machine. B8 Graphics, the sponsor on that car, got around Matt Rolfe. He's in second. Can he run down with 8 to go? Bodio's carrying a 6/10 of a second lead off of turn number 4. Can Redding catch him? He's 3/4 of a second now behind him. He's holding off the number 5 of Matt Rolfe. Rolfe's going to look to the inside. It'll be 6 to go at the line. Wilson back in 4th position. Robinson in 5th. Robinson trying to make a Cinderella night out of this track. Fortunately got in with Wilson. After making contact with Bodio, is now looking to salvage a top 5 finish here at Eldora. Here we go, getting down to the wire. Less than 5 laps remain. Dave Bodio, 8/10 of a second lead. Michael Redding is trying to hold off Matt Rolfe. Wilson trying to sneak up in there, making a 3-car battle for second. 4 laps to go. Here he comes into turn number 3, Dave Bodio. Up to the high side. A lot of speed on that car. 3 laps remaining. Michael Redding still in front of Matt Rolfe. Justin Wilson was able to get around. Rolfe is going to fall back to 5th. The next time this car sees the light, it's going to be the white flag. And Michael Redding's not going to have enough to get there. Car did not go through the second turn like he would have liked. Here he comes, though, folks. Dave Bodio is going to see the white flag. 1 more lap to go. 44 laps led for the 16. He's looking to make it 45, which would be stellar for this car tonight in the battle with Justin Wilson early on. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mudsummer winner for the Street Stocks, the number 16 of Dave Bodio. Fireworks go off in the air. Dave Bodio. No shortage of pyrotechnics tonight. Here's a look at your results, folks. What a race. We're going to look to get you some driver interviews. And what a night it was for the 16 of Dave Bodio. So just stand by with us momentarily here as we look to get a couple of driver interviews. We're going to actually pop Matt Rolfe back in here. I always love having a chance to talk to this guy. And Matt, number 5 finishes 5th here tonight. How about that for a lottery number?
Yeah. I wish I could say could have done better. Guys were a little anxious there early on first lap. I kind of got turned, had to start all the way at the back, and then just kind of took my time. I got involved in a couple more wrecks, and I really don't know how I even got up to. I was up to second at one point. Car was pretty damaged. Just had to keep it up on the high side, get the momentum going. That race was a little rougher than we would have liked, but these street stocks are tough to handle. They don't really handle all that well in the corners. They like to turn down the track, and if you got a car below you, it ends up badly. But overall, not too bad. We got the late model race coming up here, so guys are looking forward to that.
All right. Best of luck to you in that coming up.
Thanks.
While we're waiting, we're going to shoot on over to the 4th place finisher here tonight, the 69 of Derek Robinson. And Derek, I tell you what, you had some great momentum fighting with the guys up front. Some unfortunate things happening off turn 2, got into the side of Bodio, came down over the top of Wilson. And unfortunately, your hopes of going for the win or the continued lead there faded away pretty quickly. But you did salvage the top 5 finish. You finished 4th here tonight. What are your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to Wilson there. Didn't do him much good for apologizing, but it was fun. The race was fun. Car was good. Found a line there late, way up top, kind of tail tapping the wall, especially in 3 and 4, and was making up a lot of ground, catching the leaders and making some sliders. Hopefully it was exciting for everyone to watch. But yeah, I get into one next to Bodio. I knew he got in the wall a little bit, and I tried to turn away from him. And then when I did that, car got too sideways. I started going down the track, and Wilson was there, and it was just there was nothing I could do at that point. Ruined his night, ruined Clay's night. So apologize to those two guys, but track was slick. It was fun, and it was challenging.
It was a pleasure to watch you race and really work that car, trying to get those slide jobs to get you that momentum. Really worked in your favor. But what are your thoughts on the late models coming up?
That's a completely different animal. The track will probably be worn out just as much, so it's going to be just as slick. There's a lot of fast guys in there. I'm just hoping to come out with the top 10. I didn't think I had anything tonight for the win until into the race. I knew I probably had a top 5 car until late in the race where I had a winning car. So maybe it plays out the same way with the late model. So we'll see how it goes, but it should put on a pretty good show.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you in that race to come.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, folks, we're going to move on now to Justin Wilson, guy tonight who led 40 laps in this feature race and really battled his way through and able to salvage a top 3 finish tonight. And Justin, you got out to the race lead really well. You held on to it. You fought hard with Dave Bodio. Got into a couple of different guys throughout the night. Ended up finishing 3rd. What are your thoughts?
I was just riding, and I knew the 16 was definitely faster mid-run, and I was just trying to hold him up. I knew that my car comes in at the end of a run, and it did. And I was just trying to patiently get by him, but some people got a little carried away with all their sliders, and I got caught up in somebody else's incident, which hurt. But we fought our way back up. I can't be angry about our finish. I honestly didn't expect to do as well as we did, which I'm glad for. So, all in all, it was actually a good race. I'm satisfied with a 3rd place.
All right. Well, pleasure to be able to watch you race it out here tonight. Congrats on the 40 laps led. We'll look forward to seeing more action out of you in the late models to come.
Definitely will. See you there.
All right, folks, we're going to go live now to the guy who finished 2nd, runner-up tonight, Michael Redding, definitely a great job done here tonight to fight your way up through this field. And by the time you had a chance to contend Dave Bodio for the race lead, he had about 0.6 of a second on you, and he wasn't able to catch up quite. And it looked like towards the end the car wasn't sliding the way you thought. Seeing you come out of turn 2, it looked like the car kind of snapped on you a little bit, slowed you up, and expanded that gap for Bodio. And unfortunately, he's going to take the victory here tonight. But a heck of a job done to get in this runner-up slot. What are your thoughts on tonight's race?
Oh man, it's crazy to come in here to race these guys as fast as they are. Was just fortunate to get into this show. But there at the end, if I could have had one more restart, I was hoping for a single file restart. I probably could have got him, but I was just overdriving it trying to catch him because I noticed he was bouncing off the wall, and I wasn't hitting my marks like I should have, and he was able to drive off. But the track was right where I had my setup set for. Anytime the track gets slicked over, that's when I'm going to shine the best. But we're gonna get in this late model tonight and see if we can't do the same.
All right. Do you have any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your street stock finish?
Definitely got to give a shout out to Jared Beasley. He created the setup for me the other night. Unfortunately, he didn't make the show. I got to thank my sponsor, BA Graphics, of course, and got to definitely thank God for allowed me to be able to do this.
Well, Mike, it's a pleasure watching your race. Looking forward to seeing some great action out of that 91 machine coming up in the late models.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, there you have it. Michael Redding, your second-place finisher in the street stocks. And we're going to try to get Dave Bodio now, who's going to join us, and see if his microphone is working. You know, he's having a little bit of issues. There he goes. Looks like he's going to come online now. And our winner tonight of this one, after leading 45 laps to number 16, Untamed Motorsports car of Dave Bodio. How you doing tonight, bud?
Pretty good. It was definitely a lot of fun there.
Definitely fought your way with Justin Wilson in the beginning to take over that race lead. Then you had a little bit of snafu there with Derek Robinson a couple of times, but you're able to get out there. And once you got out to the race lead, you know, after all these restarts, you got out about a half a second lead on these guys. There was no looking back after that. Tonight, the Street Stock, the Mudsummer Meltdown Street Stock race is yours. What are your thoughts overall on the race?
It was fun. Towards the end there, the track was definitely pretty slick, so once I got out a little bit, I was able to search around, find some grip, and take off from there.
Definitely a good battle out there. Do you have any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your victory here at Eldora?
I want to thank Matt for putting this on. It's, you know, Sarah's always putting on awesome races, and definitely some of the best quality out there.
All right. Well, best of luck to you coming up in the late model portion, but congratulations on your victory in the street stocks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not signed up for the late model race. I was hoping I could coax Matt into it, but best of luck to all those guys tonight.
Well, if you got to show up for one thing, you better take victory in it. And tonight, my friend, you've done that. Congratulations.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, folks. Dave Bodio, the number 16 Untamed Motorsports car, taking victory here at Eldora for the Mudsummer Meltdown Street Stock portion of tonight's double feature event. Michael Redding will come in second. Justin Wilson, Derek Robinson, Mount Ralph rounding out the top 5. Gabe Wood, Trevor Williams, Matthew Eddy, Jared Turnbull, Bruce Perry rounding out your top 10. Let's look on back. Aaron Deffler, Dante Curtis, Josh Cotton, Clay Snyder, Ty Spearman through 15. Shane James, Chris Hone, Steve, I believe it's called Miss Kolsky. I could be wrong on that one. I do apologize. Mike King, Greg Netherwood, Daryl Hamlin, Kenneth Drake, Justin Thompson, and Jason Games. Your 24-car field for the street stocks. But, folks, definitely want to stay tuned as we've got some great racing coming up with the pro late models. You don't want to miss it here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is gonna be so fun. And it's gonna be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is dirt racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you tuned in to watch the Street Stock race here tonight, it was a great battle. We're going to switch things up and go late model style here coming up. I believe we got a 135 lapper on the docket tonight. But first, we're going to go to playing of the national anthem for this feature race. When we come back, we'll talk a little about what we could have got and what you can expect in tonight's broadcast for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 here at Eldora. We'll be right back. Good evening, folks. Just under 3.5 minutes remaining here for the late model portion of the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 out at Eldora Speedway. And the second national anthem tonight being played to honor those folks helping out and showing the great nation of the US of A, helping each other out in the time of need for the folks down in Houston, Texas. Just a shout out to everyone in there who has donated one way or another. And if you haven't done so, folks, let's come together. That's what we do. We're Americans. We help out. And if you folks overseas who tune in to watch this as well, just the uncanny viewing of what we do in the United States to help one another out. And wherever you're at, if you see friends or someone in need, it's always nice to pitch in and help those people out. Tonight's sponsors, folks, if you've seen it already, we're going to show it to you again. Wide 5 Motorsports Customs, Loco Toco Designs, Perry Plumbing and Heating and Cooling. We're also going to bring in Matt Rolfe now to talk a little bit about tonight's sponsors. Matt, how you doing?
I'm good.
Well, we got about 2.5 minutes remaining here. Let's talk a little bit about these three sponsors for tonight.
Yeah, thanks to our sponsors, we have a pretty good purse fund and prize this year for tonight's Mudsummer Meltdown. We did charge a $5 entry fee for this Pro Late Model division, so we had 40 entries try to qualify for this race, so we had $200 of purse money from that. And then thanks to a donation from one of the drivers, they added another $100 to that, so I want to thank him. I don't know if he wants to be named, so I'm going to leave him anonymous for now, but definitely appreciate that. So now we got $300 up for grabs here in purse money for the night. Everyone that's starting the race here is making money off of their entry fees, so that's great. We got Wide 5 Motorsports Customs. They are providing a die cast to the winner here tonight, a custom die cast. So whoever wins this race, they'll be able to send in their paint scheme and get a die cast of their late model that they're racing here tonight. That'll be pretty cool. Loco Toco Designs came on board here for the broadcast. Appreciate that. And then we got Perry. I think it's plumbing, cooling, and heating. I might have got that wrong, that order wrong. But he put some money up as well for a couple of different prizes we have going on here. So got to thank the sponsors, got to thank the drivers coming on out here tonight. We got a lot on the line here, and these guys are ready to go. They're practicing pretty hard. Have been practicing for a week or two now, so they're ready to get this show on the road.
All right, Matt, thank you for stopping by to talk a little bit. Best of luck to you in the race here tonight.
All right, thanks.
So there you have it, folks. Matt Rolfe coming by to talk a little bit about the three sponsors, Wide 5 Motorsports Customs. Again, making a custom die-cast car for the winner of this race. They will send in their paint scheme, and they will get a custom die-cast car. That's pretty cool. Loco Toco Designs, Perry Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the other two sponsors tonight. As we get under the final 30 seconds, a quick look at the race summary here for the race at Eldora. 77 degrees in the air, 52% humidity, partly cloudy and a track temperature, 103 degrees on the ground. Wow, that's pretty warm for a track that you want to be slick. Again, this is the Pro Late Model feature for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017, the SARA and Can-Am Racing Series. Going to be going to the grid momentarily here. We'll get you down there and get you your starting lineup. So here is what your starting lineup. The guy in the one, the Button Box Shop Super Series will be on the pole tonight. The number 78 of Christian Challoner in that late model. He sponsored Huxenveld Engineering and Analyze, the sponsor on that car. Ty Spearman will be to his outside. Tyler Hudson, Shane James in row number 2. Inside of row number 3, he finished 5th in the Street Stars. Will start 5th in the late models. That is Matt Rolfe. Aaron Deffler will be to his outside. Joe Schaefer Jr., Adam Benefield. In row number 4, row 5, we'll see Derek Robinson, Justin Thompson. And looking on back, we got Josh Cotton, Travis McKinney, Bruce Perry, Michael Redding, Clay Snyder, Greg Netherwood, Daryl Hamlin, Kenneth Drake, Zach Passon, Justin Wilson through 20. And your field tonight, Brendan Queen, Jared Turnbull, Gabe Wood, Mike King, Scott Dunlap, Joe Donahue, and Daryl Barrett. About ready to get underway is the I about said Mustang, the Pace truck pulls him off of pit road and brings him out onto the track. And again, folks, we appreciate you tuning in this Thursday night. What a street stock battle we had. The late model is going to be better. Here we go, ready to get underway. On behalf of both SARA and the Can-Am Racing Series, the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network, iRacing.com, I am Dustin Caldwell. Tonight, these guys are ready to do battle at Eldora Speedway for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 Pro Late Models. Pace truck makes its way towards pit road. Here we go. Challenger to bring us to the green. Green flag flies. We're underway. Christian Challenger at the race lead. Something we saw a lot of with the late models. Back in second, Bruce Perry, Justin Thompson going at it.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution flag comes out. Somebody goes up into the wall, look like Kenneth Drake. Let's go back and take a look real quick here, folks. Bit of hiccup right there. Kenneth Drake. Well, how about the momentum on the outside? And Drake is going to be up to the high side and boom, right into the side of that car. Number 11, Donut Design, BSB Manufacturing, the sponsors on that car for Kenneth Drake. Took a big hit. Somebody was sitting up there in the track. So Joe Schaefer Jr. up into second, the number 6 machine with the posse, part of the sponsorship on that car. It was big news in the Button Box Shop Super Series in the summer season, or spring season, I should say. Schaefer Jr. left the T4X teammate, joined the posse mid to late season. We're ready to get back underway. It'll be lap number 6. Challenger, Schaefer Jr., Robinson, and Rolfe, your front 5. Matt Rolfe with the RaceSarah.com machine. The 69 of Robinson with the T4X sponsor on his car. Here we go. Pace truck looking to dive off the pit road. Challenger to bring us back to green. He's going to get on the throttle here. Out of 4. Green flag flies. We're back to the race. And again, these wonderful cameras tonight brought to you by Dougie Beard. Does a beautiful job on these cameras, folks. Can't give him enough shout-outs for the great work that he puts into these views. We give you some great racing. Nice little battle back here around 5th position. Robinson, Adam Benefiel looking to get into the mix. The 83 machine looking to the inside. And Challenger carrying that race lead out of turn number 2 here on lap number 8. He's got about a half a second lead on Joe Schaefer Jr. Schaefer Jr. trying to work the outside groove. And now the 69 of Robinson looks to the inside of Rolfe. Rolfe to the high side. They'll be side by side in the backstretch. Down low goes Robinson. Up high, here comes Rolfe. Right behind Rolfe, that is Benefiel and James. The 05 of Shane James up to the high side. Adam Benefiel to his inside. A little side-by-side action in the battle for 4th. And nerves worked out here as we're Matt Green, at least 6 laps under the green, and Rolf having some issues. Got up into the wall. He's going to try to rally the car back. Underneath goes Shane James. James goes to pick up 4th position. Rolf fires by the outside. What a battle for 4th. And James carries the momentum. Rolf with a little, try and get a little crossover action there. Comes down low in turns 1 and 2. Matt Rolf, Shane James in the battle for 4th position. James by the outside through the front stretch. Robinson trying to get up to Schaefer Jr. He's about 6/10 behind him. As you can see, he's trying to work the slide job. Did an excellent job of this in the street stock. Here they come into the back stretch. Lap number 15. Christian Challenger with about a 6/10 of a second lead over Schaefer Jr., who now finds Derek Robinson down low. Robinson's going to look to the inside. Joe Schaefer Jr., Derek Robinson going at it. Caution flag comes out on lap 16. And Kenneth Drake yet again is going to be connected here with the 33 of Josh Cotton. Josh Cotton's car with the Perry Heating and Cooling Incorporated, Cotton Farms, sponsors on the car. Let's go back and take a look. And just a big pileup right there. And the second caution flag comes out. Here's a look at your top 5. Christian Challenger, Joe Schaefer Jr., Derek Robinson, Shane James, Matt Rolf. And Kenneth Drake looks like he's going to be relegated to the back for this one.
All right, man. Like you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
So Drake being told he had to go to the back of the field, so they'll run an extra lap under the yellow as the lights were coming off the pace truck, ready to go back green. While we have this extra lap, let's bring up our sponsors here for tonight. White 5 Motorsports Customs there, providing a custom die-cast car to the winner of this race. Loco Toco Designs, Perry Heating and Cooling, your sponsors here for the Midsummer Meltdown Pro Late Model feature. Taking place here, the 225 lap event. Lights will now come off the pace truck on lap number 20. It'll be lap 21 when we get the green. It'll be Christian Challenger, Joe Schaefer Jr. up front, ready to bring us back to green. Again, folks, thank you for tuning in here to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network this Thursday night to catch both these features, part of the Midsummer Meltdown. If you missed the street stock race, Dave Bodio took victory. Here we go. Pace truck into the pits, on the throttle, green flag flies. We're back to the race on lap 21. Robinson already looking underneath Schaefer Jr. They were doing battle before the caution flag come out. And Robinson's going to pick up second at the line. Schaefer Jr. to the high side. Derek Robinson trying to get around him. Up to the high side. A little side-by-side action. Schaefer Jr. fires back to get second. Shane James into the mix now. The 05 up to the high side. 05 of Shane James. HRE Motorsports, the sponsor on the car. Sugar Dog Racing Incorporated and Bush Light, excuse me, sponsors on that 05 machine. Oh, he's going to tag the wall out at 2, gets a little bit loose. Here comes Robinson to the inside. Challenger. Oh, we may have a new race leader just as the caution comes out into lap 25. Joe Schaefer Jr. at the line takes over the race lead. And the 48 of Travis McKinney looking really slow and has a little bit of damage on the car. Let's go back and take a look. Number 48 of McKinney. We'll see the number 9 underneath him, and I think this is where he's going to get loose here. Right there, spins him right around. Ouch. And McKinney. Tough break there for the 48 car. RCG RaceCarGraphics.com, the sponsor on that car. So how about this, folks? 27 laps into it. Joe Schaefer Jr., your race leader. Christian Challenger, the guy across the pond, the Englishman, to his outside. Here we go, ready to get back underway as the lights will come off the pace truck this time by. Here's a look at your top 5 heading into lap number 28. Schaefer Jr., Challenger, Shane James, Derek Robinson, Matt Rawls still holding on to 5th. Keep an eye on Shane James, folks. That 05 Busch Light machine has been looking solid as we come on back from green or cautions. He's got some good restarts under his belt. The 69 of Robinson up to the high side. Snyder back there to the outside of off. Here we go. Pace truck into the pits. Green flag flies. We're back to the race on lap 29. And Schaefer Jr.'s got the race lead. The battle back here for second and fourth. What a battle. Shane James to the inside of Challenger. He's going to pick up second into third. And Challenger not too happy with that move. He's going to look to cross over the inside at the line. Not going to be able to get it. Challenger looks low in 3 and 4. What a battle as Joe Schaefer Jr. less than 0.2 of a second holding on to the race lead. He's got 8 laps led here tonight. The 05 of Shane James looking to change that. Everybody's running the high groove. Oh, and it looks like Robinson tagged the wall. That's going to slow him up just a little bit. Right behind him is the 83 of Adam Benefield. And Robinson trying to work on the 78. He's going down low yet again. Underneath, Derek Robinson. Trying to figure the slide out on the lower groove. And Challenger pulls away just a little bit. Schaefer Jr. carrying 0.2 of a second over Shane James. Slow traffic down low as they go out of turn number 2. Car down low is the number 60 of Darrell Bartlett. Excuse me, Darrell Barrett. I apologize on that name. And a little battle here as Ralph looks to the outside of Clay Snyder. Continuing to work. These late models Battling side by side, the 83 machine into the mix as well. That is Adam Benefield. Near 3 wide action into 1. Whoa, right around Barrett. Clay Snyder. You couldn't have fit a straw in between the two of them. They were that close. Beautiful job by the number 3. T4X machine of Clay Snyder. Got right around the lap traffic and still remained competitive to hold on to that 6th position, or 7th position, excuse me. Back up front here on lap 41. Joe Schaefer Jr. has led 18 laps of this race. Shane James, underneath 0.2 of a second now, is going to look underneath. Kind of matching the pace there of Schaefer Jr. in turns 1 and 2. Challenger running that high groove as well. Derek Robinson is the only one looking down low, and he may be gaining on him. And Robinson, yet again. How about this? Looking to do battle with Challenger yet again. Down low goes Robinson into 1 and 2. Trying to work on those slide jobs. Underneath, here comes Robinson. Derek Robinson still doing battle for 3rd with Christian Challenger. Challenger up high. They have gotten a little too high on that one out of 4. Shane James still looking to do battle with Schaefer Jr. for the race lead. Robinson with a little bit of a hiccup there, out of 2, falls off the pace just a little bit. He's about 3/4 of a second behind Joe Schaefer Jr. Clay Snyder now behind Matt Rolfe in 6th position. Shane James is going to squeak by Joe Schaefer Jr. for the race lead. Challenger's going to be side by side with him. Challenger now takes over 2nd from Schaefer Jr. And how about Shane James? The Busch Light 05, your race leader. Off a turn 4, and this car is gaining on him. Expanding that gap. Christian Challenger trying to run him down. How about the battle there? 3-car battle for 3rd. Schaefer Jr., Matt Rolfe, and Derek Robinson all going at it in the battle for 3rd. And the 05 of James. 5 laps led for the 05. Has expanded to about a half a second lead over 78 Christian Challenger. And Challenger nearly tags the wall out of 2. That's going to give a little more breathing room for the 05. And Schaefer Jr. with a mishap up into the wall. Derek Robinson goes by. Matt Rolfe looking now to the underneath. Clay Snyder trying to rally that 3 machine back underneath. And Schaefer Jr. A lot of issues on that 6 machine. That's the second time he's tagged the wall out of 2. Falls back to 6th position now. And again continues to run the line really high out of turn 1 and 2. How about this? The Busch Line 05. Shane James. Over a 1 second lead. The car is getting faster the longer we stay green. Challenger trying to hold off Robinson for second. How about Clay Snyder looking to the inside of Rolf? In the battle for 4th position. Rolf is too much at this point. Snyder's going to try to rally it back, though. And Robinson and Challenger going at it yet again. And Drake up into the wall just ahead. Having some issues on his car. Tough break there for that 11 car. And Robinson's going to tag the wall. Around will go Rolf. Derek Robinson falls back to 4th. And Robinson losing his car. Something must have happened there. Something had to have come loose. Clay Snyder on the high side will go by him into lap 66. And around goes the 69 of Robinson. No caution flag being called. Something has snapped loose on that 69. How about your race leader, Shane James? Through the backstretch on lap 67. Now seeking down lap traffic. Just ahead is the 48 of Travis McKinney. This car, take a look at that lead car behind column up top. 2 seconds just as the caution flag comes out. And that gap will now be nullified. And the 55 of Joe Donahue will bring out this caution flag. Let's go back and take a look. As we follow Donahue. And Donahue. A couple, 4 or 5 different cars got involved. And wow, the number 30 machine is going to go right up into the side of him. That is Jared Turnbull. Tough break there for Joe Donahue. Snap-on Tools, the sponsor on that car. How about the 05 Busch Light car of Shane James? A 2-second lead, 20 laps led, and we're getting down to just about 50 to go. They begin doubling up here, ready to go back green. Again, thanks for tuning in this Thursday night here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017. Pace truck into the pits. Here we go. James on the throttle. Green flag flies. We're back to the race. Challenger to the high side. Everybody's fighting for position. How about the 0-1 of Tyler Hudson? Out of nowhere, this 0-1 machine's now into the top 5. Looking to the inside, 3 near, 4 wide battle in 1 and 2. And Hudson's going to lean on Snyder coming out of 2. Matt Rolfe, Christian Challenger going at it for second. James has checked out again. 0.6 of a second lead out of turn number 2. And Schaefer Jr. is going to get a little snap right out of turn number 2. And again, having some issues on that 6 car. Right behind him, the 0-8 of Brendan Queen. Superflow, the sponsor. There's another Days of Thunder reference there for you. And Shane James. At this point of the race, it is going to be his race to lose. Caution flag comes back out. They're going to re-rack them, folks. And a shout out here out on Facebook or YouTube over there to Chris Arencia. Says check out HRE Motorsports on Facebook. He says it's the best team on dirt. So here is a look at your race summary as we head into lap number 79. Shane James in front of the field, 78 laps complete, 2 lead changes, 5 total cautions. Your top 5 is James, Challenger, Rolfe, Hudson, and Benefiel. As my nose continues to congest here, do bear with me on this. Tonight's sponsors, while we're under caution, White 5 Motorsports Customs. And for those of you just tuning in, the winner of this race is going to receive a free die-cast car. They will send in their paint scheme of the car raced here tonight, and they will receive a die-cast version of that, courtesy of White 5 Motorsports Customs. Loco Toca Designs, Perry Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are your sponsors here for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017. Getting close to about 40 remaining. Here we go, ready to get back at it. Pace truck's in. Green flag's back in the air. Shane James still in front of the field, out of 2 on lap 81. Rolfe and Challenger do battle for second. There's a lot of cars going at it. And a little bit of bumping and banging, and whoa, everybody's trying to avoid somebody, and Tyler Hudson's going to be spun around. There's one thing they teach you in racing. When the yellow comes out, don't instantly stop, or else something like that is going to happen. And there was some major traffic back there in the backstretch, and everybody clogged up. Two keys not to hit in this arena is Alt F4. Some comedy out there in the YouTube chat tonight, folks. Well, we had some drama in the street stock feature earlier tonight where Dave Bodio took away the win. Ended up leading 45 laps in that feature. Justin Wilson dominated it early on. Derek Robinson was the wild card to come into the mix, salvaged the 4th place finish. Mike Redding came in and late in the race got up there in the top 3. We'll see what happens here. Tyler Hudson was coming on strong but got spun out. So anything can still happen here as we're going to be 40 laps remaining. Here we go. Pace truck in. James ready to get on the throttle. Out of 4, here they come. Green flag flies. And wow, a little bit of battling back there. We'll go up to the high cam to give you all the action. And again, tonight's camera is brought to you by Dougie Beard. Excellent job done by this gentleman to give you some great racing footage as we have some 3-wide action in turns 1 and 2. Challenger takes over 2nd position. Rolf is looking to do battle underneath Robinson. Trying to rally that 69 machine. Now back into the top 5. Just up to the high side is Mike King in the 04 car. Has that Perry Heating and Cooling sponsor on it. Caution flag comes back out again. And Mike Redding not having the luck in this late model feature as he did in the street stocks. And Joe Schaefer Jr. may have been the cause of this caution. Let's go back and take a look. And again, something has got to have broken loose on that number 6. As you see, he's not getting the slide that he wants. Everybody's just banging him. His car looks really loose. And the 08 machine right into the side of Snyder, and around he goes. Dial up the spin cycle again for the number 6. The 2nd time here in this race that he spun out. I don't know if the chains in the back of that car, one of the chains come loose, but he's not holding the slide that he would like. Here we go, ready to get back to green on lap number 92. That Busch Light 05 of Shane James. Holding off the 78 of Challenger, Rolf, and Benefiel. In the front 4, here we go. Pace truck will dive off on the throttle. Here they come. Green flags back in the air. And Robinson looks to the inside. The number 41 of Aaron Deffler is now up in the mix. A lot of opportunity in the top 5 tonight as we've seen multiple different cars in the top 5 out of turn number 2 here on lap 93. Rolf is going to go to 3rd. And guess who's back in the top 5? The 01 of Tyler Hudson. Says, I got spun out, but I'm back. In 5th position, Benefiel's to his high side as they come out of 2. The 41 of Deffler, and a big slide out of Hudson. That's going to allow Benefiel to the inside, and Deffler's going to go down low. Near 3-wide action at the exit of turn number 2. Benefiel right behind Hudson in the high groove as they come off the 4th turn. Your race leader, Shane James, carrying that almost a 1-second lead over Challenger. How about this? There's a good shot of him. Matt Rolfe putting in a little wrench time there to be in 3rd. Tyler Hudson right there to his high side. Benefield back there behind Hudson. Robinson behind Benefield. And a little bit of contact between Hudson and Rolfe. And Robinson miscalculated that slide, but some reason it still pans out for him.
All right, man, caution is out.
Hudson
Caution
gets
is out.
around Rolfe into third just as the caution comes out as we enter triple digits. And Brendan Queen and that 08 Superflow machine looking a little bit slow. Let's go back and take a look. As we bring you the replay here following Brendan Queen. Queen's going to get up in the wall, snaps just a little bit, and will also turn, I believe that's the 58 car of Justin Wilson. Top 5 finisher in the street stocks. Got spun around. And again, as mentioned earlier tonight, a lot more racing action. Expect to see more dirt racing action coming up this fall on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. Once my schedule frees up, I will be bringing more race action your way. And hopefully I'll continue to bring you some more different cams, be able to bring you some great racing action. Always appreciate viewership both on Facebook and out there on YouTube, folks. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. We're narrowing down the final 20 laps of this race. Here we go. Tyler Hudson going to try to run down Shane James underneath Christian Challoner. Challoner a little bit loose going into 3. Here comes Hudson. Hudson's going to give a battle. He takes over second here into 104. 3 wide action out of 2. Benefield in the middle. Challoner to the high side. Rolfe up into the side of Benefield. Can he save it? He's going to go around. And he spins out. Rolfe. Heavy push coming out of that second turn. Went right up into the side of Adam Benefield. Deflected off of him. He could not save it. Let's go back. And just 1 lap prior to the caution, you can see Matt Rolfe. A little contact there with Benefield coming into 4. And there's the 3 wide action out of 2. And Rolfe just pushes right up into the side of Benefield. Tries to save it, and around he'll go, and caution will be drawn out because of it. Less than 20 laps remain here in the Mudsummer Meltdown. The Pro Late Model feature tonight. That guy right there, the 05 Busch Light car of Shane James. 57 laps led in this feature. Tyler Hudson is looking faster and may give him a run for his money. What is going to happen, folks? Laps are counting down. Here we go. Pace truck dives for pit road. They get on the throttle out of 4. Green flags back in the air. Hudson squeaks by. Benefield trying to edge out Robinson. Robinson in the mix in 4th. 3 wide action in 4. Caution flag comes out again. And Joe Donahue couple other cars involved in that one. Scott Dunlap, Clinton County Motor Speedway, the sponsor on that number 2 machine. Car, machine. And again, appreciate you folks bearing with my congestion here tonight. Cars are re-racked. We're ready to get back at it. Well, we have one more lap of pacing here before we go back green. Give another shout out to our sponsors tonight. White 5 Motorsports Customs, Loco Toco Designs, Perry Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Triple threat there. Only plumbing, heating and cooling, HVAC and plumbing together. So we'll be lap 113 when we go back green. Shane James, Tyler Hudson, a battle for the ages between these two. Let's see what happens. Here's the pace truck off the track. Here we go. Green flag's back in the air. And Benefield to the low side, trying to edge out Robinson. Robinson tags the wall. And Tyler Hudson with a move. What a move, the 0-1. Does he take over the race lead? Yes, he does. We've got a lead change. But I think James actually got him at the line. He did have a lead change there. So we'll see a lead change in that column. And Hudson, though, do not rule him out. The next time by will be 10 laps to go. And a little bit of hiccup with James. Tyler Hudson takes over the race lead. Hudson now gets credited with the lap lead tonight. With 10 laps to go, Shane James and his dominant performance here tonight, 65 laps led, may come down to an upset from the 0-1 of Tyler Hudson, who is now out front by a half a second. Caution flag comes out with 8 laps to go. Oh, this one's gonna get good, folks. Here's a look at your top 5. Tyler Hudson, Shane James, Adam Benefield, Zach Passett now up into the top 5. The number 19 car here tonight. No sponsor listed on it. And Derek Robinson rounding out the top 5. Your race summary: 118 complete, 3 lead changes, 11 total cautions. And we're getting down to the wire. The question is, what is going to happen between Hudson and James? And again, Shane James, dominant performance here tonight, 65 laps led. Tyler Hudson, in the last 5 laps, has taken over the race lead. And, of course, a couple of them guys will tongue-in-cheek laugh at this one, saying, yeah, well, they're under yellow. But take a look at this. Laps winding down. What is going to happen? We're going to reach the point of no return here tonight. This will be the final restart at Eldora for the Mudsummer Meltdown in 2017. Tyler Hudson, 6 laps led. To his outside, Shane James with 65 laps led. Only less than 5 laps remain. It'll be 4 when that pace truck dives in. Here we go. Final restart of the night.
Green flag.
Green flag flies. Hudson and James do battle into one. They're going at it. Muscles out. James gets loose. James gets loose. Caution flag's going to come out. If they don't get out of the way, and there it is. Caution flag comes out. Your winner, the 0-1 of Tyler Hudson. Let's take you back to the final restart, folks. Final restart here as we're coming back to it. Tyler Hudson was ready to get back at it. Shane James had the favorable groove on the outside, and they muscle it out. We'll bring you back here a little bit closer. And we're going to show you here, we'll slow it down just a little bit as you're going to see these two cars get a little bit of contact heading into one. And as we continue to roll the camera here, James is going to go to the outside. It looks like Hudson's going to drift up into him. Now James is going to get straightened out here. And just as he does, Tyler Hudson is going to break free and continue on. Then you see James just gets into more contact as he comes through. The 19 machine gets into him as well right there. And Tyler Hudson is going to climb out of here with the upset victory of the night. White flags in the air. This one's a yellow-white. But it is an upset, to say the least. Tyler Hudson will finish out with 11 total laps led up against a guy who looked so dominant. A 2-second gap at some points in the race, folks. And there's the checkered flag, and Tyler Hudson officially is your race winner for the Mudsummer Meltdown Pro Late Models. And a little congratulatory bump there. And the 00 coming up. 41. Everybody showing their appreciation and hard work done by the 01. And he'll drive on over to victory lane. Right there he is, folks. Your winner. And he disappears before we could get a good shot of him. So let's go ahead and bring up the results of your Pro Late Model race, folks. Tyler Hudson is victorious. And we'll get another interview with a guy who going to have 2 top 5 finishes here at Eldora for the Mudsummer Meltdown. Derek Robinson finishing 4th here tonight. Derek, looked like the car about midpoint of the race wasn't reacting the way you wanted it to. You were still continuing to work the lower groove out of it. But again, you find yourself in a top 5 finish here tonight. What are your thoughts on the late model race?
It wasn't too bad. It probably could have gone better for everyone. We could put on a little bit better show for everyone that watched. But like I said, once again, it wasn't too bad, especially in the middle part of the race. I was trying some stuff down low just to see what was there because I knew that's pretty much going to be your only option late in the race unless you just throw a nasty slider to someone. So it never really even came in. It did a little bit in 1 and 2, 3 and 4 was complete junk, top to bottom. So everyone's just kind of slipping, sliding around. But so I got lucky with the 4th place finish. Hudson got into me there, not on purpose. I don't know what lap it was, but spun me around, did 360, no caution. So it's just a lucky night, missed some incidents. So it was pretty wild.
Well, hard-fought battle here for you. You really had to work for it tonight, and congratulations on a 4th place finish. Is there any thanks or shout-out you want to give?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'd like to thank Matt and Greg from SARA and Cars for throwing on this event. It was fun. It took a lot of work on their part to put together and pull together. And also like to thank Handsome Fellows Barbershop, T4X Chassis, and all my teammates that helped out. This is one of Matt's setups that I just tinkered with a little bit. It was good, and we had something for them. So maybe next time.
Well, congratulations on a 4th place finish here at Eldora. Look forward to seeing some action coming up this fall in the SARA Super Late Model Series.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, folks, Justin Thompson not quite available for a 3rd place interview, so we're going to hop on over to 2nd place here tonight, finishing runner-up, the number 83 of Adam Benefiel, and a hard-fought battle for you, Adam. I know you found yourself in a lot of 3-wide situations here tonight, and you're able to bring, I believe it's the sponsors on it, Roll Speed Dynamics, One Up Motorsports, the sponsors on your car here tonight. And again, like I said, a lot of 3-wide action for you. You found yourself in the middle of a lot of it, but you avoid all the controversy on that final restart of the night and find yourself in the runner-up slot. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's wild. Well, we had a really good car. It took so many laps to get going and get, wound up on the top, and we were really good in the top of 1 and 2, and then really good on the bottom of 3 and 4, but then the lanes got to going and switching and track changing, so mid part of the race I had to try to search around and figure out where I could gain a little bit of speed, but we started gaining some speed, and was picking our way up to the front, and then we followed Hudson on one of those restarts. I think we went from 8th and 9th up to like 3rd and 4th, so it put us in a good spot. And then I probably had a 2nd place car. Hudson, he had a lot better drive off the corners than me. We're on something a little different from each other, and I wanted to stick with something that fit my driving style a little bit better. But all in all, come away 2nd. I really wanted to win this race. I had a lot of people watching this race, a lot of my good friends and family watching this race, so I really wanted to win it. But 2nd to 8th, or 8th to 2nd, we'll take it.
Well, congratulations on your runner-up finish here, and we're definitely looking to see more action out of the 83 machine coming up in the SARA Fall Series, and can't wait to see you back in a super late model.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to that, and ready to get back on the asphalt side and do what we do there. But real quick, I want to thank my wife's company, KR Designs. They came on board, and my buddy Cody Thompson. He threw a paint job together overnight. It was a special paint job just for this race. It was all blacked out with the gray. It's our new Black Mamba look that we're gonna start. Me and him, we're calling it. We're gonna start running it. So. Appreciate them too. Roll Speed Dynamics, One Up Motorsports. Cameron Higgins, our dirt guru, he really hooked us up this week, and he busted his butt to make sure that all 3 One Up cars had speed, and I really appreciate the hard work he put into the car.
All right. Well, congratulations again on a runner-up finish here tonight. A hard-fought battle at the end to get 2nd place.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, folks. Well, he snuck in on me right before we go talk to the race winner tonight. We're going to move over and talk to the 3rd place finisher here. That is the number 9 of Justin Thompson running the Mega Plumbing machine. And Justin, you had some great battle at the end, and then the controversy there heading on that final restart. You get through there, you're kind of running in the 2nd top 5, top 10 here tonight. Pretty much been around the top 10 all night, and you get through, end up finishing 3rd here at Eldora. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Honestly, I didn't even think I'd finish that good after running the street stock race. Car wasn't that great. I was missing a lot of forward bite that everybody else seemed to have. It basically boils down to, I survived the attrition tonight and came out with a podium finish. So.
Well, excellent job done. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out or anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I'm going to give all the guys over at Cars a pat on the back, man. They've all worked really, really hard on the car this week. And, it was a decent piece, but we were still lacking forward drive a little bit.
Well, a heck of a job done to survive the adversity there on that final restart to come out with a top 3, a podium finish here at Eldora. Congratulations to you, sir.
Appreciate it.
There you have it, folks. Justin Thompson finishing 3rd here tonight. And now it comes down to a guy who pulled, I call it the upset win here tonight, Tyler. Driving your 01 machine, that with the 1-Up Motorsports as well, out of Brandon, Mississippi, I believe, right? Did I get that correct?
Yes, sir, Brandon.
Brandon, Mississippi. All right. So, I call it the upset win because of Shane James providing the dominant display there. 65 laps led here. You got under 20. You ended up leading 5 laps, a total of 11 laps led at the end of the race there. That final restart, you guys really muscled it out into turns 1 and 2, and I'm sure when it comes down to like this, you're going to have haters out there. Haters are going to hate, as they say, but you know what? You really muscled it out. You survived it. You got away from it, and, the resulting impending mix-up behind it brought out that caution flag. But tell us a little bit about your race here tonight and taking us up to that final restart as well.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Just first of all, big apology to Ty Spearman there in those first few laps. I mean, I just right rear hooked him and he got in the wall there. But he had the run on me. He was faster than me, and I tried to lift a little bit to let him go and get in under him, and I just hooked him in the right rear and could not get off of him. I hit the brakes, jerked the wheel, I couldn't get off of him, and ended his race and pretty much felt sick the rest of the night after that, and still feel really bad about it. But so after that we had to drive from the back, I think 26th or something, and it was fun. Just upset with myself about that. At the end there with Shane, I feel like I had the best car, definitely, and I got out in front of him, and then we had that caution, and then on that restart he kind of juked it and took off before I took off, so he kind of got a good start there anyway. So I went in the corner. I left him a lane, but I wasn't giving him a lot. It was for the win. So that's just the way it went. Everybody can be mad, whatever. I still finished the race with very little incidents. I didn't run people or whatever, but yeah, that's racing. You're gonna have that, and you're gonna have people who aren't happy. But at the end of the day, it's just a race, and I'm happy to have won it.
Well, one of the prizes, beside the prize money that you got for winning this race, but you're going to get your own custom diecast. What are your thoughts on that? Be able to send in your paint scheme and have a custom diecast made of the car that you ran here tonight.
Yeah, that's all the guys on the team. That's what we were talking about the most leading up to this race. You can keep the money. I just want the trophy and the diecast. That's what we as racers really want. But that diecast, man, that sounds awesome. I'm really that'd just be really cool. Really, really cool.
Well, a heck of a job done. Anyone you want to give a thanks or additional shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to Cameron Higgins. He helped us out with the setup, and Matt, and all the guys that put in all that work to make this show possible. I mean, I cannot even imagine everything that's involved to get this going and have it work as smoothly as it does. So thanks to those guys, you guys for broadcasting, and Christian and Adam also. Christian and Adam Benefield, they helped us out here too with the setup and running us clean and all that. So thanks to teammates, and yeah.
Well, congratulations, Tyler, on taking this car to victory lane here tonight, and a job well done here at Eldora.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Sorry again to Ty Spearman.
Well, there you have it, folks. Tyler Hudson will take victory for the Pro Late Models in the second of the two-night feature here for the Mudsummer Meltdown 2017 at Eldora Speedway. Adam Benefield is going to come in second. Justin Thompson third. Derek Robinson, Brendan Queen rounding out the top 5. Aaron Deffler will get up into 6. Bruce Perry, Justin Wilson, Gabe Wood, Christian Challoner through 10. Excuse me, 110. I added 100 places there. Good Lord. Moving on back, Clay Snyder, Joe Schaefer Jr., Greg Netherwood, Travis McKinney, Matt Rolfe, Mike King, Michael Redding, Zach Passon, Joe Donahue, Scott Dunlap through 20. And your field here tonight, Shane James, Daryl Barrett, Jared Turnbull, Daryl Hamlin, Kenneth Drake, Josh Cotton, and Ty Spearman, the 27-car field here for the Pro Late Models and the Mudsummer Meltdown. One last final look and thanks and shout out to the sponsors. Wide 5 Motorsports Customs, again, Tyler Hudson will pick up a custom diecast. He's going to send his paint scheme over to White 5, and they're going to give him a complimentary diecast of that car. So a pretty neat little prize to win, in addition to his trophy and his prize money as well. Loco Toco Designs and Perry Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Again, your sponsors here tonight. And as always, folks, appreciative of everybody out there tuning in to watch the broadcast. Apologize again for my congestion here tonight. Glad you stuck it out with us and tuned in, whether you were on Facebook or YouTube. As always appreciative if you get down to watch some good short track racing here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. And again, like I said, coming up this fall, we're going to have a lot more racing coming at you, coming your way. Special shout out tonight to Dougie Beard for the great camera works that he did. Compliments Matt Rolfe. Tuned me into him and said, here's a good camera package to use. And the guy does an excellent job as we got to see some great racing action up close and personal tonight. Also, shout out to Sim Auto Racing Association, Can-Am Racing Series. Two great organizations. If you're an iRacer and you want to get involved in these folks, check these guys out. They are great leagues, great people. Greg Netherwood with Can-Am, Matt Rolfe with SARA. They'll hook you up. You'll get in. You'll get it with a great group of guys who will elevate your racing talent as well. That is going to do it for us here tonight, this Thursday night for the Mudsummer Meltdown. As always, time is winding out on your summer racing season. Get out to your local short track, support them, get involved, get to know your drivers, your local heroes, and enjoy some great short track racing. That'll do it all for us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dustin Caldwell saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. Good night.